I feel that he served his country and he served it heroically.
Okay, so you're much more sympathetic.
Very much.
Yeah.
He's a royal. I'm a royalist. God bless you, Harry.
And he's Diana's son, and she only had two, and that's unique.
Yes, indeed. I'm not a out-and-out royalist. I feel that he should be protected and protected fully.
Did you serve with Harry, Mike?
Yes.
You did? Whereabouts?
Iraq.
Okay. And was that on the gunship?
Yeah.
Okay. Because one of the criticisms is he shouldn't have talked about how many Taliban he killed.
No.
That was a mistake.
I was injured, and I cried for him.
All right. Well, listen, you're a very decent guy. Thank you, Mike. Gertrude in London, hello.
It's me when we're talking Harry and Meghan.
I know. Do you know what? I know you always call about Harry and Meghan, but I can't remember what side you're on.
I'm certainly on Harry and Meghan. I'm absolutely appalled that you have not done your homework. When Meghan stepped foot on the ground, there was immediately death threats from the far right. And Neil Basu, former head of counterterrorism, he was the head of counterterrorism while Harry and Meghan was living here, saying Harry and Meghan received the highest number of death threats.
Terrible.
From more than any royal family or anything. And all this that Harry should just have kept his mouth shut instead of writing in the book that he had killed in Afghanistan. Already in 2013, did Reuters write that he had killed. And I'm an average person, and I know if you have been a front gunner and co-pilot on the Apache in Afghanistan, you have killed, because that is only used to rescue British troops behind enemy lines.
You've killed people, you're saying? You mean
yes.
The front gunner will have... Because if it's only used to rescue, then why would they have killed anyone?
They are behind enemy lines. They would have to...
Okay, just answer me this, Gertrude. Why, and I don't know the answer, why is this not an issue for Harry in America, where there are 10 times as many crazy people as there are here, and they've got automatic weapons?
Because here it's toxic.
Chopsticks?
Yeah, toxic. You can't everything. For the last week, and now you have talked about Harry and Meghan every day, and just to hear Lee say that Harry is bald, I mean, that is absolutely shocking.
Did you say he was bald?
Just to hear you,
I said, well, I think it's a lot that drives him is ideological. I think he's got this.
You said bored or bald?
No, bored. Not
bored?
Yeah.
I'm thrown.
I said I don't want to assume he's bored, but I think what drives him, this won't be the end of it. Let's say he is given that security. He's going to find something else then to have an issue with Britain or with his family or with the courts or with the media. I'm not saying it's not warranted, but at what point, for his own sanity, does he say enough is enough?
I think he decides that himself. He decides when enough's enough. And
well, at our expense?
Well, actually,
expense of the taxpayer.
You mentioned Taylor Swift. We were happy.
I keep saying the fact that there's a debate, the people who are actually debating as to whether Harry should receive security or not, that itself is the problem. That itself is the reason why I sometimes question humanity. That itself, because when it comes to someone's safety, it should not be a debate whether they should or should not deserve security. I think everyone deserves to be safe. Safety is like a huge deal. Everyone deserves to be safe. So that's Jeremy Vine's show, guys. And I love the first caller, and I love that he actually served with Harry back in Iraq. And he also acknowledges and agrees that he needs security. And he hates that they are treating him so bad, considering the fact that he's fought for his country, he went to war for his country, he is a son for his country. He's done remarkable work for the veterans in his country. Look at the Invictus Games, guys. Look at the Invictus Games. He provided a platform for veterans, and servicemen and women to recover both mentally, physically, emotional. He's done that. He cares about the veterans more than the king himself cares for his own veterans. And this is how they're teaching him, a man who's not committed any crime. I love that the first caller was actually, hey, he's served our country. He has been loyal. He deserves the security. And also Gertrude, I believe the second caller said she is a huge fan of Harry and Meghan. And Jeremy had the audacity to ask her, why is it not an issue for Harry in America where there are 10 times crazy people as there are in the UK, and they've got automatic weapons? First and foremost, I think so many countries, when it comes to safety, it's not a matter of whether one country is this higher or what am I saying? Here's the thing. When it comes to safety, I think each and every country has safety concerns. Whether it's big or small, there's always an issue when it comes to safety. So here's my take, and take it with a grain of salt, like I always say. It's because in the States, the Americans are not as obsessed with Harry and Meghan. They're not stalking them. They're not writing articles about them 24/7. They're not abusing them. They're not harassing them. Unlike you lot back in the UK. That is, if I can answer that question. They don't write about Harry and Meghan 24/7. They don't stalk them. That is the fact. In the UK, he's been in the UK for I think 2 days now. Every tabloid, every article is writing about Harry, and it's crazy. And they dare blame him, saying that he's taking the spotlight away from King Charles' wedding anniversary. Right now he's in Italy, if I'm not wrong, and they're saying that he's taking the spotlight away from him. So you are obsessed with Harry, and then you blame him as the reason why you are obsessed with him. Why are you not writing about King Charles? Go televise King Charles. Oh, wedding. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they ate this. They went on this romantic dinner. Write that, because those don't sell papers. People are not interested in them. And every tabloid, they just want Harry. And I like that Gertrude even called Jeremy out. The past week, he's been constantly talking about Harry and Meghan. Mind you, they left a long time ago. They don't talk about the UK. But to date, they're still writing about Harry and Meghan. You said, don't talk about us. They stopped doing that after the documentary, Harry and Meghan documentary. We don't want you back in our country, Meghan. Go away. We cannot find your last time. Meghan is now living her best life. Her podcast is #1. Her Netflix show season 2 is coming out in fall. Her business, as ever, just sold out a couple days ago. When does it stop? And Harry has every right to be safe, especially after fighting for his country. And that speaks volume of King Charles, who he is as a father, because he does not care about even his own grandkids. You'd think he'd put his son's safety first and make sure they're okay, they're safe. But no. He's enjoying on vacation and doing God knows what. And then they're blaming Harry that he's taking the spotlight away from them. Harry, who's worked so hard for that country, more than any member of the royal family has worked hard. Other than Princess Diana, this is how they choose to treat him. And I applaud Harry. I am so proud of Harry, because it speaks volume of who he is as a person. He is fighting for his family to be safe. That speaks volume of who he is as a father and as a husband. The safety comes first. If you want him back in the UK or to run, he needs to be heavily protected. Harry and Meghan have gotten so many death threats. And correction, Harry and Meghan, whoever that other host was saying, they are very, very famous members of the royal family. They've gotten more threats than any other member of the royal family. Because these UK media and tabloids, people like Jeremy Vine, this is how they don't care about the truth. They don't write facts. Their sole purpose is just hatred, campaign, smearing. They're targeting them day in, day out, constantly, and it's actually annoying, to be honest with you. To be fair, it's really annoying. And that woman, dare I say, he's bored. You think fighting for your own safety is boring? If I keep saying so many of these people cannot walk a mile in Harry's shoes, and I'm right. That him fighting for his security is boring, that he's bored, and he's fighting for his own sanity. When does he say enough is enough? Enough is enough when you people stop talking, saying nonsense, writing articles, abusive, horrible, hatred, spewing this smear campaign towards him. The minute you stop, he has every right to fight for his security. And then it's crazy that he even offered to pay. There's the other host is like, oh no, but wait, why should we fund for his security? Who told you you're going to fund? He offered to pay for that security himself, but still they say no. That speaks volume, because that just shows there's more to than that security. And that is King Charles and William behind this, who just want Harry to be miserable. They don't care about his safety. And it's even sad that William wants a repeat of what happened to his own mother to happen to his brother and his family. And I'm sad that Harry has people like this as family. I'm really sad. It's just sad. And I'm praying that he wins. I'm praying that he wins. I pray that he wins. You talk about Harry and Meghan daily. For years, they left a long time ago. But to date, it's been 5 years and you guys still talk about them. They're minding their business, you're still talking about them. Like right now, like Gertrude said, constantly spewing hate, lies. It's not no longer about the truth when it comes to you guys. It's just clicks and money. Selling a story, like Harry said. You don't care. Truth does not matter to you people. So him fighting for his security is not boring. It's an admirable thing to do. He's fighting for security for his family. That is Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet, and that is commendable. That is something that we should actually be proud of him for doing. And it hates that he has to go to this extent to fight for safety when his own father can just, do the right thing and say, hey, give my son security, make sure his family is protected. But no. He's like enjoying seeing his son, not safe. No, his grandkids not safe. And that speaks volume of who this man is. So I'm glad that people in the UK and the callers who tuned in today for Jeremmy, and that they were really rallying behind Harry, supporting, saying that, hey, he actually deserves security. He served this country. He's worked harder than most of the other royal members. Why are we treating this way? What crime has he committed that he is treated this way? It's not wrong for him to want security. And if he's finding for it himself, then good. Why are we still saying no to him? These are questions that need to be asked. So that's it, guys. I want to give you guys an update. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, to share, and to like this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe. I love you. Bye.